Well, welcome back to another video, guys. I woke up today with an unbelievable amount of positive messages on the last video, which honestly took me completely by surprise, so I can't thank you enough for all of that. That video was very different to what I normally do, but it blew my expectations out of the water. So I thought I'd give the talking another go, but this time just more of a chilled video whilst I'm having a ride around. To give you something a bit more interesting to look at, you can see that I'm on the Supermoto pit bike. I downloaded this track to take part in the K-Bell Supermoto series that Jin is hosting, which I've still not got around to doing just because of the times being fairly late at night for me. After playing it on the normal bikes, I thought it'd be perfect as a pit bike track and couldn't have been more right. I've already spun a couple of laps and it's honestly so much fun. There's something... and it's crashed. Fuck. Okay, so we'll try that again. So as I was saying, there's something really satisfying about being able to back a pit bike into a corner or just trying to hold a drift, which I'm sure other people can, but on normal bikes I just can't seem to do it. I think it's just due to the power. I think if you was to get a few people in a lobby on these, it would be such a good laugh. I might have to look to doing that in the future, just getting a server going and get everyone on these bikes and having a tear around. If anyone paid enough attention in the last video, I did mention that I usually play first person now. I think for silly things like this, third person is a bit more fun. You get to see the bike sliding around a bit more, but I'll go in first person a bit just to show you. For some reason there's some really weird handlebar wobble that you get on this track and on the Super Mini. I'll show you that in a bit. Fingers crossed there won't be too many cuts in this video, but I don't live alone and I also have some neighbours with noisy dogs. Sometimes you just can't control the noise and you have to make do with what you've got. So if it does suddenly stop, it's just because I've had to pause and restart for a bit. I was expecting to have a Salt Lake Supercross heat race and main event to upload yesterday and today, but completely forgot there was a 2-week break, so that will be coming at the end of this month. And that will be the last round of the Aerial Supercross Championship before we get to rerun all of the tracks in the PDSX series, which I'll definitely be grinding for. I'm not sure whether to stick to the 250 again or try my luck on the 450. I'll probably decide a bit closer to the time. In the meantime though, there's a European Masters race tomorrow that I'm sure I'll record and upload. I don't know if I'm going to speak over that because I usually get in the zone or just completely rage at people when I crash, which probably make me a few enemies that I don't want. Other than that, I don't have any planned out videos, but any suggestions of what you would like to see are more than welcome. Other than the tips video, my whole channel so far has been either fast laps or full motos, so mixing up the content a bit will do some good, I think. And based off of the responses of the tips video, I'm more than open to some more help or tips ones in the future. Just let me know what you would want help on and I'll see what I can do about it. I'm switching to first person for a few laps just to see if I can put something together, and that felt sick already. Oh, there you go, you can see the bar wobble there as well. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's because we're on asphalt, it's trying to give traction when normally you'd be crashing on dirt. I know that when I played MX Simulator, if you had some really weird advanced turning settings, you'd get that bar wobble on flat corners, but don't have that much control over the leaning physics in this game, I don't think, so I'm not sure what causes that. The rider's having a seizure around every corner. And I've noted to myself now, stay off the curbs as much as possible because my game has crashed 3 times so far whilst trying to record this. I did see somewhere in the MX Bikes Discord a video that someone put in of the rider having like MotoGP style animations where their knee goes down to the floor rather than your leg sticking out. I'm not sure if it was actually on MX Bikes, as Boso's got another game called GP Bikes, which I've never played personally, but if it was able to be transferred across to this, I think it would make this whole type of riding or racing on this game that much better and that much more realistic. I know I said the third person was a bit more fun earlier, but I'm pretty sure I'm going faster in first person, so that's always good. What I'll do as well is in the description for the video I'll put the link to the Supermoto bikes and also the track as well, just if you do want to give it a go yourself. I don't think there's too many public servers that do Supermoto tracks, if any, I don't think. So unless you're taking part in the Supermoto series that Jin's been hosting or doing it in testing, you're not going to have much luck unless you get a group of friends together to play with. One of the most, well, say one of the most commented thing on the last video was asking what my camera settings were in first person. So if you go into your settings, you can change the FOV, the tilt and the pitch, which the FOV is maxed out to, I think it's 90, but it also says 110 in red up next to it. So I've got that set. I've also got the pitch is on 10 and the tilt is on 0. But once you're in game, if you press Shift and C on your keyboard, then you can use your arrow keys to move the camera around. I move it all the way down, and then if you press Shift C again, you can do it again and it will move the rider back. And I just like seeing as much as possible really on the screen. I think it's just my personal preference, but you can have a play around with those settings. One other thing that I did want quick talk about, where I watched back my video whilst going through it, editing it, and having to listen to myself over and over again, is the microphone quality. It's not as amazing as I would like it to be. However, that's purely because I'm just using my standard Logitech headset that I use for everything, for Discord, for playing. I don't see much point in spending loads of money on a mic and a pop filter. But if it's something that I stick at for the coming months and something that I'm really enjoying doing, then I'll certainly look at buying one of those, and yeah, I just think it will improve the video quality overall as well. I didn't have anything written down to talk about when I started this video. I just thought I'd have a ramble to the camera, try and get myself a bit comfortable with talking to it. It's a bit odd when you think about me just being sat here in my room talking to myself to my computer. But you know, we move. We're trying to get there, get better, keep improving. I think that is going to wrap it up for the video though. I don't have much else to talk about right now. As I say, do give me any suggestions of stuff you'd like to see in the comments. Any feedback's always greatly appreciated. Please like and subscribe. I hate to be that guy, but you know, it does help at the end of the day. And until next time, thank you for watching. Peace.